What's going on, guys? Quentin here. So I'm back with another video. Today I'm going to be working on the cooling system, and that is in terms of just the radiator and the fans. So I bought a 4-core radiator from eBay. The reason I went with a 4-core over just using the stock radiator is because I just know the old radiator from the small block was just not going to handle the LS swap and the 480 transmission. Another thing that I did was I've already installed this larger transcooler, so I'm not even going to be having to use the transcooler that's built into the radiator, and so that's just going to allow for more efficient cooling throughout the whole truck. So I'm going to pull up this radiator so you guys can check it out. Alright, so this is the radiator that I have. I've really mashed up a couple of fins. It happens, it'll be okay. Nothing's broken or anything like that, but it's a pretty good sized radiator. And it has these fans that came on it. I am on the fence as to whether these fans will or will not work. I had an older 86 C10 before that I had done an LS1 swap on, and it also had cooling issues. I had used a stock radiator from an MF body Camaro and the fans, but for some reason the truck still wouldn't keep cool, and I'm pretty sure it's because of the larger cam that I used, and then just keeping the stock fan and the smaller radiator. So I know the radiator should be good. I'm a little bit concerned about these fans. In worst case scenario, I can just upgrade the fan, so that's not too big of a concern. One cool thing about this is, I want to say this radiator was maybe 120 bucks. No, I mean 220 bucks off of eBay. And comparable radiators and sizes with double fans, 4 cores, you're looking like almost 800 to 1,000 bucks just to get a similar setup to this. So if I have to upgrade the fans, then I have to upgrade the fans. I don't think that's too big of a deal. And at least I have something that I can work with, and maybe I get lucky and it all works out. So installing this should be pretty straightforward because it should just kind of drop into the stock radiator location. I did get new rubber grommets just because the old ones were all beat up and worn out. So I'm going to get those dropped in first, and then I'll be able to drop this radiator in. Alright, so these are the rubber grommets that I got. Comes as a set of 4. And they have this little nipple at the end that you can pull it out of the old one. And you would just take the same nipple that's right there, and you see the hole right there, and you can just pop it into there. I'm gonna use some pliers to help pull it through. So that's one. This is gonna be number 2. Then, let's see if we can get the 2 installed on the core support now. Alright, perfect. So now that all of those are installed, it should be pretty easy to just grab the radiator and sit them right onto those grommets. that'll be it. The radiator is installed. Still have a whole bunch of clearance. And all I have to do now is get my hose to go from here to the top over there, and then get my bottom hose to go there. When I install the Holly, I'm going to be able to connect it to these plugs right here, and what I'm going to do is just get aftermarket plugs so it can be nice and clean. So the Holly is going to have two outputs to control the fan, so I'll just run them to the blue wires on here, and then I'm going to run just the negatives to probably a negative, just a ground spot on the truck. So that's going to be really simple and clean to do. So that is going to be it for installing a full core radiator on a K5 Blazer. It's super simple. Just went online, got my measurements, got it ordered, and got it installed. A couple minutes, no problem at all. Alright guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.